Hey, what's up? This is Kimmy. So it's been a long time I ever did a story time. So, you guys, I decided to talk about my very first YouTube crush. Yes, my very first YouTube crush. um, I would say I've been in YouTube for a long time, but that time I had another account and it's been lost. So, but I've been checking out everybody's content and I checked out everybody's YouTubers that I've been following, subscribe, and I really don't really pay attention to like I don't be crushing like that until it happened. It's like it happens to me for the very first time because I've been in YouTube this long and this is the first time I ever got a crush on somebody on YouTube and who is a YouTuber. So that was just the very first thing for me. So let me tell you the story how I came across with this person because I'm not gonna reveal the name because I'm gonna save that for the part two. So I'm just gonna give you a part one, and I'll give you a little taste. So I came across. I think when I was in Elm City, and she was playing God of War, I guess if I recall that. And so I was a I was a mod right there. So and I was like, watching her play and also make sure everything is in checked and chat. So I saw this person came into to the chat, but at first I didn't really pay attention of him, and I would say hi and he would say hi, but we didn't have the conversation. And so I pretty much didn't really pay attention to him too much, but he would come by and give support. And so Elm will tell like go check out his content. So I did. At first I checked out his content and I was like, oh, he's a really cool person. He's very sweet and things like that. But I checked him out a little bit, and I pretty much stopped going there for a while, and that was it right there. So I think one moment I was like, nobody was online, nobody was playing, and he was the only one who was online that I was like subscribed to. So I decided to go back and to check him out, and decided to check him out one more time. So he was playing Brawlhalla, okay, and that was like it was him who were I heard what Brawlhalla was because I never heard of Brawlhalla until I came across his channel. So he was playing Brawlhalla, and I was like, cool. It's very interesting game, but I didn't understand it because they were like talking about spot dodge and stuff like that, and I was didn't understand what they were talking about, but I was fascinated. So I started to make friends and I started to get more involved to his chat because I liked his personality. I like he associated with other subscribers. I like he was very kind and respectful. And I like about him was there was an incident that I will never forget. There I think was a troll that came to his chat and started to harass me, and so he made sure the troll wasn't bother me. So he told the troll to stop bothering me, and I was like, thank you, because I been to other other YouTubers, and some YouTubers don't really pay attention to what goes on in the chat, and they're like don't even pay attention to their subscribers or something like that. So I was so glad that I was just like, cool, he's a cool person, and I'm glad that I could chill into his chat and things like that. So the more I watched him, the more I started to have feelings, and I just got the attraction. And the more I look at him, I started to like his I like his features. Like I like his I do definitely like his smile. I do definitely like his cheeks. I do definitely like his eyes. And I do like his unique laugh. When somebody crack a joke, he had this very unique laugh, and I started to like him. Like, ooh, he's cute. So what? Well, there was like one thing he did. He did a story time that it hits me too hard. That I was so relatable to him that it was like, wow. It's like I felt like he was telling my story, but it was his. And that's how I started to crush hard for him. So when I heard his story, I felt like I really want to know him in a personal level. I wanted to get closer to him, but I was like, I don't know how to approach it because, I don't want him to think that I was like a YouTube creeper. And there's a lot of YouTube creepers who do that, and I don't want him to think of me like, oh, this girl is a creep and leave me alone. So I didn't want to feel threatened. I didn't want him to be creeped out. So I pretty much be more subtle with my flirtatious. And so I was like very, very subtle. And then slowly, he was being receptive to it. He will joke around with me and be a little flirtatious as well back in the chat. And then he'd be on his game. So I felt like, okay, let me take a little up into the notch. And I started to flirt more and more and more. And he started to flirt a little bit back and things like that. And I was like, ooh, he started to notice me. And he's like, but I was thinking, I don't know, maybe he was just joking around, or he just not really taking it seriously. And I don't know. So I was doing everything in my power to get him to notice me and trying to get closer to him. So what I did like a next initial step is to add him to my Instagram. Yes. And I add him to my Instagram, and usually I don't add people to my Instagram because it's pretty much I only add certain people, but I add him, and plus I was curious what goes on in his Instagram. I want to know, does he have a girl, or what this, I want to know about a little bit of his life, so because I'm curious. I'm a curious cat. So I start like all his pictures, like, and he does the same. Things like that. I think I remember he was streaming, and he was like, we were talking about taking guess of people's names, and so I didn't really tell him my name in the chat, my real name in the chat. I told him in the Instagram. So you could say I initiated the the DMs. So I went to his DMs and told him my real name, and that was it. And so that's how the little conversation started. It wasn't really a conversation. I just told him my real name. But I was thinking, damn, what do I need to do to get this guy to, get his attention, and I'm pretty much going full force of flirting. You know how I do. I'm a big ass flirt. And I think one night he was playing and he called out my name, but he said it so seriously. And he said, "Oh, I need to talk to you. I'll hit you up." I was kind of nervous because the way of his tone, I was like, maybe he didn't like what I was doing. Maybe I was like started to annoy him. Maybe I'm going too far, making him uncomfortable, and so I was just like nervous, like he's gonna tell me, maybe he's gonna tell me like I need to stop. You're making me uncomfortable, and da da da. I was like, oh no, maybe I went too far. Maybe I should have there was a lot of things in my head. When he pops up in my DMs, and the first thing he came out was, "Are you interested in me?" And so I told him the truth, how I got a crush on him. And that's it. I'm leaving this part for you guys. So I will give you a part 2 what goes on in the DMs of me and my crush. But that is it. And I hope you enjoy my story time. All right. Peace.